There was this guy coming off the right side called Kevin Dodd who was giving your team a whole heck of a lot of trouble. Can you talk about the adjustments that you had to make to give Jake time to throw?
Yeah, we were struggling there. Both ends were rushing really good, and so we kind of went to more some quick stuff, getting the ball out of his hands, and moved him around in the second half with some play action movements and stuff, which I think helped him and helped us handle those guys.
We haven't seen O.J. Howard in the end zone the entire season. Were you looking to get him involved? Was that part of the game plan, or it just wound up his number got called?
We were just resting him all year long. For like 14
just waiting
games.
For the opportunity.
He scored a touchdown, so he was fresh.
What really stands out to you offensively when you reflect back on this game as fresh as it still is?
Oh, I think really, significant plays the guys made and kind of run pass balance. Jake made some huge plays, O.J., Kenyon, Derek. Big-time players making big-time plays in a big-time game.
You've been with this team for a couple of years. I'm sure you've grown as much of an offensive genius as I think people, consider you. How much have you learned under Saban that will enable you to get back to that head position?
Well, it's just been a great experience. For 2 years, like I said the other day, it feels like 10 years because you learn so many things from him. And he's great. Look what he did today. He wins another championship. New coaches, new players, just seem like they go in and out, and he just keeps winning.
Somebody who knows the history of the game the way you do, the conversation's going to start. Nick Saban, Bear Bryant, can you have them in the same conversation? What's your thought on that?
Well, I just want to talk about him, and it is so hard to do what he's doing because of
why? What makes it so hard?
Different. It's different than 30 years ago, and I'm not saying any disrespect to any other coaches, but guys leaving early for the draft. You used to be able to sign 40, 50, 60 guys in one class and load your teams up, and the scholarship restrictions on that. It's harder to do nowadays, and it's why you see dynasties not happen very often.
You ready to take on a head job?
I'm ready to enjoy this win. Happy for our players. Thanks.
Do that. Congratulations.
Thanks.
These updates are brought to you by our friends at Nova Home Loans, the official sponsor of You.